How to type Japanese on a Mac. First, go to the Apple menu and select System Settings. Search for Keyboard and press here. Then, under Text Input, where it says Input Sources, press Edit. Now, you're going to add a new input source by pressing the plus icon here. Search for Japanese and make sure to select Japanese Romaji, not Japanese Kana. I'll explain why later on in the video. For now, just select Japanese Romaji and press Add. Press here to ensure that the configurations are correct. Make sure that the katakana and Romaji options are switched on, as well as the live conversion. Press Done, and you can close this. Okay, so how do you actually type Japanese? Let's use Google Chrome as a place where I can type. Now, click here and observe that the input source that I'm currently using is British English. If I change that to hiragana and type in the letter K and then A, note that I now get the hiragana character ka. To explain what is going on here fully, let's look at this hiragana chart on Lingo Command. Essentially, if you type any of these combinations of letters, for example, N, U, you will get the corresponding hiragana on the left. Nu in this case. Let's just demonstrate that quickly. So I type N and then U, and I do indeed get the character that we are expecting. Now, even though this input source says hiragana, it actually allows us to write Japanese using all three writing systems, hiragana, katakana, and kanji. For example, if I type J, Y, A, K, E, T, T, O, jaquetto, which means jacket in Japanese, I get the word written in katakana, which is the correct way to write this word in Japanese. Now, suppose I want to write down the word roku, which means 6 in Japanese. So I type in ro, ku, and notice I immediately get the kanji for 6. This is because of something called live conversion. If I go here and switch this off, and if I type ro, ku, note that we're still getting suggestions here, which I will ignore for the purpose of this demo. I'm now just left with the hiragana spelling. Whether you decide to switch on or off this live conversion is a matter of personal preference. I suggest that you try both and see what suits you best. Now, earlier on in the video, I said I would explain why you should probably pick Japanese Romaji instead of Japanese Kana as your input type here. And that is because the Japanese Kana option requires you to learn a custom keyboard configuration. Namely, you need to memorize where these 46 characters go, not to mention how this can slow down your typing speed. Moreover, the majority of Japanese people themselves use the Romaji option on PC. I would say the only benefit for the Japanese Kana option is that if you do eventually master it inside out, you should be able to type Japanese faster. At the end of the day, this is your choice, but my recommendation is that you go with the Japanese hiragana option. If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing so I can keep creating more videos like this for you.